Greetings, lords and ladies. It is your lord and savior, Lord Winston here. I have just noticed something peculiar. Do you see how those two are twinkling? It is prompting me to investigate. I suppose we shall do so. Are they reachable? Are they over here? It would appear so.
It's locked, all right.
Apparently not. Hello there.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Well, let us. How injured are you exactly?
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I don't have anything to give you at the
I will
moment.
see you later.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat?
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Very
I'll let you
well.
get some rest.
I'll need to speak to this lady as well.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Are you in need as
Do you
well?
require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. I'm fine, thank you.
Very well. Do you have complaints?
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me about your arrival.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your stupor.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you that rich?
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Very well.
Goodbye,
Very well.
Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening, sir.
I'll have a word with you, sir. How are you doing?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
We could mesmerize him, but we must learn more.
Is there anything else?
What ails you?
Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
The doctors are arguing? How so?
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Well, farewell for now.
Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Let us visit the hospital. Let us visit our office. We must find the stairs.
Good evening.
But good. Now to the second floor we go. Aha!
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Well, a haven makes a world of difference, no? Very well, we must analyze this. You first need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the To Analyze Components. Ah, yes. Right here. Light Regeneration Serum. Regenerate health instantly.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
I suppose we can converse with one more person.
I cannot enter.
If there is any about. A hacksaw! Fitting, I suppose.
Not now.
Very well.
justice of...
Hello there, miss.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh, really? Really?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
You are a vampire?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Ever heard of Cotard? What's I don't even know what this is.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad. Petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Describe how you... Yes, let's
Please.
ask this.
Describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Really?
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure.
Oh, sure, that's very convenient.
I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Yes, we'll look after
They are
you.
not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
A new investigation. Who are you, really?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
A likely
I'll leave you,
excuse.
Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I think my thoughts are you're a bit loony. Right, this must be upstairs. Find out who's spying on Miss Velma. Can't go this way.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Where are we? We shall converse with someone, I suppose. Hello, good sir.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you
Do
well?
you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Opium. I'll buy one of each, I suppose.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have we met before?
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Yes.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Well, why was it
Why
closed?
close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Well, how did you get the job?
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
You're a pawnbroker.
I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What sort?
Kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Very well.
Goodbye, Mr. Ch.
Farewell.
More bodies go around.
What's that? Sorry there, my controller's acting up. It was very annoying. Now, they're level 7. I may regret this. I should heal myself first. Yes! Ah! Right. Excuse me while I open my inventory. Use this. Let's consume your blood. I need it. One more, and then you die. That's quite a ways away, but I suppose we can investigate. Enter at your own risk. Level 18. I fear I am not ready for this. We shall pursue this at a later date. I don't feel I'm strong enough for this mission. Very well, we shall retire. This is very MMO-esque mechanics there. Reminds me a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles X and whatnot. Very well, we shall retire. Do I wish to spend on anything? I think I shall boost my stamina. Anything else? We shall improve our health. I feel that we will require it.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
What is the matter?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
No antiseptic.
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Right, I believe I shall wrap up the episode here. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Do tell your friends. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and you can also send me an email directly at stillwinstonilvj@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Cheerio.